Hello everyone and welcome to the final day of the week forecast plus trade recap. So this one is for Friday and today is NFP, so I stopped trading at the London Open, which was 8 AM London time. And let's look at the market. So Euro US dollar still stuck between the low and the high. I was not looking for anything after he broke the low and created this huge wick and retraced. So there were a couple of reasons. The first one was prior price action was very unconducive and very range bound. Second reason was huge wick on the bottom. Third reason was just the one candle impulse. And when you combine all of these factors, I was just not looking for any sort of a trade in this area because I know that this is a liquidity area below range and price can just push into it and easily retrace back and continue ranging, which we are now seeing. So we are now seeing this ranging structure form on EU, which is really common. So it happened right here a couple of weeks ago. We had this huge ranging structure, then we got a nice trade opportunity right here on the top, which I unfortunately did miss since it was a late Friday, didn't fit my plan. Then we dropped down, so some people were actually in this trade and banked a lot of percentage. I think it was somewhere around here. They made a lot of percentage definitely, and then we just stopped here and now we are ranging in this flat range. So what I'm looking for exactly what happened right here. I'm looking for a breakout out of the range and then a nice trade opportunity like we saw here with the clean close, or actually further up right here with the clean close. How would that look like? Well, that would look like a nice breakout to the upside and then a nice trade opportunity, or a nice breakout to the downside also, that we get a nice trade opportunity. My main concern is the liquidity area below and above this huge flat structure. We need to see how it breaks out of the structure. Anything in this structure I'm not trading, I'm just being a lot more patient. So it's very important to stay patient with the euro and the US dollar especially, because we get really few opportunities and we are only taking the really high probability stuff when it moves, and it doesn't move very often. So yeah, again, we can talk about the psychological level of the 1.00000. That is also a level where price will likely fluctuate at, and then we just need to wait for the market makers and the bigger players to choose a direction up or direction down. Hopefully they go up because my accounts are in euros, and if it goes down, they're worth much less than the US dollar. So let's see what happens. EJ looks like we have gotten a bit of a move up, so this would actually be really good if I was trading it. I would probably be in this setup, to be honest. So let's go through it. There was also another setup right here where we had this sort of a push down and then we continued with a nice clean close. Some people were maybe looking at a trade in this particular area. For me personally, it didn't fit my plan because it just was kind of moving from an ascending channel into a descending channel. I wanted to see a 2 candle break either here or here. Instead we got just a 1 candle break retrace and then a 1 candle break and the retrace after that. So for me it was more indicating a range bound market. Also something that helped me, I did talk about this before, was having a smaller checklist on my phone that asks some basic psychological questions, such as, is it a no-brainer trade? Maybe if this happened 2 or 3 weeks ago, I would actually take it and then take a loss. So it's good that I now have this checklist. I'm still testing it, but once I go through some intensive live testing, I'll definitely make a video about it, so do stay tuned and subscribe to the channel. So yeah, I did stay out of this one. At first it started shooting down and was looking really good, but then it did reverse up and it would take me out for a 1% loss. So it's good that I did follow my plan, follow the checklist, wrote down that it's not a no-brainer trade. I was hesitant about taking it and I had some data change. Right here I had some data change, so it was all kind of mixed up. And yeah, it then reversed to the upside. So currently, if I was trading NFP Fridays, which I'm not, I would most probably have a buy order after this candle. So right here I would probably have a buy order. Now actually that I'm looking at it, I would not, because what I found in my backtesting and naked charting is usually on the euro and the Japanese yen, I'm looking for that inside bar entry. This is the most recent high entry, and usually it just retraces too far and stops me out. So I'm only looking for these ascending structures and then an inside bar entry. So I would not actually be in this if I was trading NFP Fridays. I would actually stay out of this trade because, as I said, usually these types of setups don't work because there is no inside bar. You can see prior price action was looking okay. We were ascending, and on the euro pairs we can get a push in the same direction, but we are missing that inside bar. Something you can do, go naked chart, go backtest what happens when we get an ascending or a descending and then an impulse in the same direction. And when it does not pull to the inside bar, when it just pulls up to the most recent high, usually the trade loses. But if there is an inside bar, usually the trade goes in our favor. Definitely something to backtest. It's really interesting to see. What I'm looking for on Monday. So on Monday, of course, I'm being more patient, but I am looking for that more of an ascending and then a nice high probability reversal. If we start to descend from here, I will be staying out. That is just forecasting to me a larger range, or I'm looking for that, of course, large impulse up or that large momentum and impulse down. Very simple stuff and very easy to implement, especially on the beginning of the week where we're looking for only those high probability setups where there is no black and white areas. It's just we're looking for the cream of the crop at the beginning of the week. So for the Aussie and the US dollar, there was also a trade opportunity right about here. So right here there was a flag opportunity. We had this momentum down, as we can see here, kind of range bound, kind of correctively descending, so bad price action. This was not conducive price action. We did kind of try to reverse. I was in a trade here. It looked great for a reversal, but then it just kind of started to range around and created some bad price action. Then it impulsed down with just one candle, created a wick, retraced, and then we got this flag form right here. This would be the entry candle. For me personally, prior price action was not conducive, and we had just a one candle push, which can usually be news. And the problem with one candle impulses is that they just tend to give us a range, or they tend to reverse. They don't tend to have any follow through if it's just a one candle on the 1 hour chart. So I did stay out of this flag. It just did not fit my plan when you combined those two factors. The flag formed good. It was a good looking flag. With the wick we saw this range, so that was also okay. But the impulse prior price action, really bad. So I did manage to avoid a 1% loss on this setup. Broke the high, retraced, and now I'm expecting, to be honest, a larger range. What I will be looking for on Monday the next week is I'm looking for that nice impulse up and a nice trend to start, or that nice impulse down, nice trend to start to the downside. Very simple stuff. This is looking range bound. Right here it's looking range bound. We are breaking the highs, retracing, breaking the lows, retracing, and just leaving a lot of wicks, so not good price action. I'm being more patient, especially on this one. EJ looks much better, I would say. So the Japanese pairs, I would focus on the Japanese pairs for the next week. Aussie and the Japanese yen, we were stuck in this heavy range right here, and now we're starting to break to the upside. So maybe some people are entering now on a long trade. For me personally, this is just too far to place an order, and I'm not trading. But if I was trading, I would not have an order on. This is too far, and it would eat or engulf two candles. The pullback would engulf the two impulse candles, so a couple of warning signs. So for me, I would stay out if I was trading. And just the overall price action is not looking that good. We did break out of this range, so what I'm looking for on Monday, I'm looking for this to continue up. I want to see it continue trending, then I would be interested, get some clean closes, no wicks, don't like wicks on a Monday. So some clean closes, some nice trends for this momentum to continue up, that is what I'm looking for. If we go down, I would not be interested, to be honest. It would just kind of signal to me that we are still stuck in this range-bound price action. Of course, if we get that nice clean push, really clean high probability setup, maybe a nice tight flag or a break and retest, I would be interested, but it really needs to look top notch. Otherwise, I'm just afraid that I will get chopped up in this range-bound price action. So yeah, I'm looking for this to continue up. I'm not looking for any sort of reversals, especially on this pair. They just don't work out. They are not that high probability, at least according to my backtesting. Maybe we get a V reversal. If we continue with some nice large momentum, I will then look for a flag, something like this. Of course, I need to see that nice momentum continue down and not just this V and then a range. That's not enough. Next one, so the pound US dollar. So for this one, so this one actually is looking range bound. It's looking range bound. So, and I don't know if I forgot maybe. So on the US dollar, I was in a trade right here, which was a losing trade. I think I mentioned it. Yeah, I did mention it yesterday. So yeah, I took a loss here, but it fit my plan 100%, would take it again. So just wanted to repeat that. And pound US dollar looks range bound. We broke the low, retraced, left a huge wick down. What I'm looking for, as always, is that large momentum in one direction. I'm looking for that break and retest entry. Looking for, let's see if I can find it. So for something like this. This is a textbook entry, textbook setup. Break, retest, and then we just drop. So really good setup to analyze, really good winning trade. And yeah, so I'm just staying out and being more patient. This pair, I need to see that large momentum. New Zealand, Japanese yen, this one looks good. This one looks really good. We were stuck in this consolidation phase, stuck for a long time. And we are now moving to the upside, it looks like. So this is a very good sign that we will continue with the trend on Monday. Also a smaller flat range in this larger flat range, which is a good sign that the market makers are preparing and they will soon be moving the market. Looks like this is the start of that move. What I'm looking for on Monday is I'm looking for this to continue, give me a nice break and retest, or give me a nice clean flag. I would definitely be interested in taking a nice small tight flag or that break and retest with a clean close. Also, we can get a V, this, push down, get a pattern like this. That is a possibility. If we just retrace back, I'll look for this to just range. Then I'm not taking anything because it would then still be stuck in this overall ranging structure. I think that's it for NJ. So what I would recommend, look for this to continue up. If it doesn't, just be more patient. Also, you can also look for this to have a nice clean ascending and then a reversal. What I found in my backtesting, reversals do work out good on this pair. So they don't work out on AJ, but on NJ they do tend to work out. I'm definitely keeping my eye out for a reversal. That will be it for the forecast. I'll see you guys on Monday. Today is a day to relax, not trading, not trade today. So yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday. Let's see if these moves on the Japanese pairs continue. Keep your eye on them. US pairs kind of sleepy, range bound, so avoid them. That is it. See you guys next week.